I wrote this song about healing childhood trauma because I felt like every time I stood still, every time I didn't see any change around me, that I was not healing. And that is a lie. Even though you're just standing still and just observing, you're still healing. And it's also a song that puts into words how it feels to live with complex trauma and how it feels to be traumatized very early on in your life, where you are still developing your brain, your sense of self, your identity, and your sense of reality is filtered through the trauma. You have adapted to trauma. You've learned to be afraid, and that is your state of being. Once you start to heal, you start to transform that pain. You start to break down those walls around you, those barriers that told you who you were and told you what your reality was. And I feel like this song really puts into words the complex feeling of living with complex trauma. That on one hand, you can see all these walls you've built around yourself, all this protection you've created around yourself to survive something that was extremely damaging and life-threatening. And at the same time, seeing how you are in a process of constant transformation, because once you become aware of the pain that you've endured, the trauma you've endured, you can start to heal it. You can start to become aware of it and transform it and start to realize that you were always worthy. I was taught that to heal you must grow, but I stood still. Darkness crawled like a blanket and covered me. I learned to live that way. And I feel it come alive, running through my mind. And I feel it come alive, crashing through the sky. So I learned to stand still, to grow strong within this storm, to see all in me, all I have become and all I've overcome, just so I can be. And I feel it come alive, running through my mind. And I feel it come alive, crashing through the sky.